And
start a fire. Right in here. Lighter.
Lighter.
Starter. The firing process is actually pretty straightforward. The only thing to keep in mind is just take your time. There's no rushing. At any of this part. Oftentimes when we're doing bakes, it's for a bake on Saturday, and we do this Friday night, the night before. So we come out at like maybe 8 or 9 o'clock. Get the wood ready, start the fire, get kind of a nice coal bed established over the course of the night, and by 11 p.m. or midnight, we kind of charge the oven up and then shut it down, lock it up. The goal is not to get the oven as hot as you possibly can whatsoever. In fact, most of the time it's, do you think we should throw something in?
No.
Generally the answer is no. Take your time, go easy. It's not about getting a blazing, roaring inferno in there at all. It's more about slow and steady and easy. Let the kindling catch for a while, and then we'll just slowly push that back until it kind of tumbles, and then we'll start building the fire. We tend to go along one side, which the left side seems to be where everybody's comfortable, and so the coal bed will just extend front to back on the left-hand side ultimately. So we start the oven, get a nice little fire started, and then we'll kind of ease it over to that left-hand side and gently kind of smooth it over the course of an hour or so. Okay, so you're looking for about this amount of kindling to get started. They're all around the same sort of size. About this is lots big enough, and that's lots small enough. We're just going to make a stack inside the oven to get a little bit of a fire going. So, this is all pretty straightforward. Just make something that isn't. It's a nice combination of structurally balanced, lets lots of air in.
That's a big hole for renovation.
Wait till you're done. Get a picture of it. Ta-da-da. Okay, go ahead.
Good? Alright. So I'll just light the starter here. There's no flue or anything like that to open. The oven's open all the time.
So what is the starter?
The starter is just a mix of sawdust and wax, kind of controlling.
Paraffin.
Paraffin.
Fuel. Rocket fuel.
It's actually surprisingly hard to start, but once it goes, it goes. It's good to have around. So we usually stash stuff up here.
You can see the kindling is just started nicely here.
I find that it's really good to pick one spot all the time because the temperature will vary all over the place. So usually we go like 2 bricks in on the ground. That's a really good spot to kind of check temp for cooking. But you can kind of check around, check halfway up the wall, check midway back, and get a sense for what the profile of the stove is. If you got 1,000 degrees at the back and 300 degrees at the front, you know, you're maybe not as even as you'd hope to be. So, you know, look at your coal bed, look at the fire, look kind of where things are going, and get a sense of really trying to even that out. The front will always be cooler. Obviously, there's a big gaping air hole, and that's where the air for the fire is going to come from. But yeah, you try to work that into the evenness of the coal bed too. So now, earlier you can kind of move it around too much and end up smothering it out, and then scratch it all out through the hole in the ash can, in the bucket, and start over again. It's a bit of a drag. So if you kind of let it go and let it establish itself, you got to get a bit of a critical mass going. That's kind of the goal. And then when it gets to this stage, it's pretty movable, and you know you can kind of push it around a little bit, right? When it's here. So just kind of inch by inch moving it to the left-hand side, and then kind of stretching it front to back.
I know you can really generate. Wow, stuff hasn't really.
We'll get it next time. 150, so? You go to the back wall, then do the
Or what's at the
or
back
arch.
wall? Oh, the back wall's 570.
There you go.
Five acres or something like that.
It's almost like, if you remember when you used to hear about Italian lira selling 30 million, just to get a loaf of bread, something like